Tonight, Charles III proclaimed King of Australia after a centuries-old tradition is broadcast live for the first time in history.
William and Harry ordered to set family friction aside as they make a surprise public appearance.
Thousands honour the Queen in Melbourne. Special live coverage from St Paul's Cathedral.
Anthony Albanese declares a national day of mourning, meaning back-to-back public holidays in Victoria.
Also tonight, exclusive details on a gangland shooting in Melbourne's north.
And airlines under fire as Collingwood fans scramble to secure preliminary final tickets.
Live from Melbourne, 7 News with Rebecca Madden and Mike Amor.
Good evening. Charles III has been proclaimed the King of Australia with a national day of mourning declared for his mother, Queen Elizabeth II. It will be a one-off public holiday on Thursday, September 22.
Mourners have gathered outside Buckingham Palace and Windsor Castle, where brothers William and Harry, alongside their wives, made a surprise appearance. Hugh Whitfeld leads tonight's coverage.
During a time of mourning, perhaps there's been some healing. Two brothers who've barely spoken in 2 years, side by side, again. William and Catherine, Harry and Meghan, the former Fab Four, setting friction aside for family. Inspecting floral arrangements, cards of condolence and greeting crowds on the long walk outside Windsor Castle. The two couples share a common pain, losing a woman they loved. In death, the Queen may have achieved the one thing she could not achieve in life.
With everything going on, it's nice that they all came out together, the four of them, so that was really special.
It's just so nice to see all four together.
It was a moment as surprising as it was welcome. William, now Prince of Wales, spent time showing his sister-in-law Meghan the tributes. Harry engaging with the new Princess of Wales, a title last held by his mother, Diana. But throughout it all, Meghan barely left her husband's side, clutching his hand tightly. Often blamed for the royal rift, she was no doubt anxious about the reception she would receive. She need not have worried.
I had tears in my eyes. I'm still shaking now. It was just amazing. It just was a nice feeling seeing them all together and kind of happy and greeting everyone, and just kind of gave us comfort, I guess.
It was reportedly William who extended the olive branch, believing it was important to show unity, the act of not just a brother, but a dutiful senior royal. William. The Sussexes clearly agreed, if not a reunion now, then when? Likely encouraged by words from the King himself, just 24 hours earlier.
I want also to express my love for Harry and Meghan as they continue to build their lives overseas.
Whether this is a permanent reconciliation or just a hiatus in hostilities is anyone's guess. But here are two princes, brothers, who have dealt with private grief in public before, relying heavily on each other to do so.
Bye everyone, thank you so much. Thank you everyone.
In his first official statement as Prince of Wales, William shared an emotional tribute to his grandmother. She was by my side at my happiest moments, and she was by my side during the saddest days of my life. I knew this day would come, but it will be some time before the reality of life without Granny will truly feel real. The reality is, Charles is now king. One who clearly knows for the royal family to stay relevant, they all need to connect with the people.
All hail the King!
Today, again, stopping to thank well-wishers, this time outside Clarence House, the home he may soon give up, with the expectation he will move into Buckingham Palace, traditionally the monarch's official residence.
God save the King!
Camilla also charmed the crowds. They'd been waiting hours for the chance to see their new king and his queen. On a bridge crossing the River Dee at Balmoral, the Queen's three other children, Princess Anne, Prince Andrew and Prince Edward, together with their children, a grieving family appearing before the public to say thank you.
Thank you for coming all this way. Appreciate it.
Zara Tyndall, wiping away tears, Princess Eugenie seemingly overcome receiving her father's arm for support. Both young women who looked up to the ultimate role model, their grandmother and Queen.
I think it's brave, especially for the grandchildren, because it would be an upsetting moment. So to have so many people watch you in that moment would be quite hard.
They'll be as upset as what we are. And so it's really difficult for them to come out and put a brave face on.
For Sophie, the Countess of Wessex, one of the Queen's closest confidants in recent years, these have been difficult days. Princess Anne was with her mother when she died.
You feel for her family, because it's their mum, it's their grandma.
They're human, aren't they? They're just a family in mourning, just like we would be if my mother died and their grandmother died.
A family now preparing for life without a matriarch.
The family had spent around 45 minutes here at the local village church, Crathy Kirk. It's only about a 15-minute walk from Balmoral Castle. The Queen would regularly come here for Sunday services.
The Duke of York told one well-wisher here, "We've been allowed one day. Now we start the process of handing her on." That long journey to her final resting place, which will begin very soon.
Hugh Whitfeld has the latest from Edinburgh. And Hugh, the Queen's final journey is about to begin.
Mike, within the next hour, the Queen's coffin will leave Balmoral Castle for the first time, accompanied by 6 of the estate's gamekeepers. It'll pass through towns and villages, allowing members of the public, many of whom consider themselves neighbours of the Queen,